I wanted to get out of there, and it was just a little space. But yeah, I mean, I don't know at what point that changes. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's over now. Now we can go back to licking doorknobs, or what
Yeah.
happened.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait for that announcement.
We said doorknobs, Doyle. Doorknobs.
And then I saw that. Oh, go ahead, Doyle.
I was like, today I had to go to my little speedway thing. There was a guy walking in, and I waited for him to go through, and it's just like an automatic reaction.
Yeah.
I think what's going to come to this is everybody's just going to be more cautious about things later on, like after,
Yeah, I think it's gonna be like because somebody held the door for me as I was going into Kroger yesterday, and because I looked much older than they did. But anyway,
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, you're.
Do you need help getting the water, Mister?
It's not even mine. It's one of those things where who's going to go first, and you feel like you almost should do paper, rock, scissors. You go.
Yeah,
you're the one that chances it. You go first.
I just saw online a new dating site launched amid the coronavirus pandemic aims to help people create connections while social distancing. Quarantine Together is the name of the app. And
hang on, I gotta write it down.
Download it. It asks users at 6 p.m. each day if they've washed their hands, and if they answer affirmatively, then they are connected to another user for text chat. The users are offered the option of switching to video chat after talking for 15 minutes. And he said the service is specific to how people are living in this time. There are no rejections. It's less about your photo or bio. It's more about actually being able to talk to another person.
So you have to say that you washed your hands before they're going to connect you.
Yeah, it asks you if you wash your hands, and if you say yes, then you're connected.
How stupid is that?
Right. And you're like 100 miles away. And it says here, the other part that made me angry about this is it says we wanted to build something. What did I say about it's less about your photo or your bio. It's more actually about being able to talk to another person. Yeah, until you turn your camera on and you're ugly.
And it's kind of like going on a virgins.com dating site and you have to answer whether or not you've had sex. Right?
You say no, you get connected to another hooker.
Hang on, I gotta write that one down too. VI.
Oh, yeah, I don't understand. I think the wash your hands part is just a reminder.
It's like a secret code to get into the fort back in the day. What's the password?
Yeah, it was weird. I don't understand. But I guess it would be hard to date right now.
Because you guys are both married.
Yeah.
Of course, you're not going to understand anything.
Yeah, that does make it hard to date at any point in time.
It sucks. Don't ever do it.
I'd be interested in dating, but my wife seems to have issues with it,
It's not. Right? It's the worst thing ever. It sucks.
Because
maybe if I was cuter.
At this age, we're definitely all damaged goods. And we get to this point because I have some friends that and they're single women. And they talk about
like single ladies,
the pickings that are out there. As far as usually, if the guy is single, he's got glasses, he goes to Speedway, he's licking doorknobs.
Yeah, swipe left.
But no. But as far as there's mommy issues, or there's like three divorces in the background. So yeah, it sounds like I think for anybody at this age, it's got to be tough.
Well, and then
I wouldn't do it. I really wouldn't. If I wasn't married, I wouldn't be doing it.
Sean,
I looked into it, but it's like
I wouldn't be with me, so how can I expect somebody else to want to be with me?
Yeah, I got issues. I can't even have a good argument with myself.
You got subscriptions, my friend. You have more than issues.
The other weird part about it for me is that, like, I would imagine, even when I was looking for a wife, most of them had. I found one, by the way, but most of them back then had children, and like now I think about it, like those kids are probably like 17 now. Like you're gonna get into a relationship with a teenage kid too.
17. Some of them are 25, 30 years old.
They're kids?
Yeah.
How old are these women that you're looking for, Doyle?
My age.
How old are you?
45. I'll be 46 in June. Oh, I'm going like younger. I'm looking for my age and younger. I'm not going older anymore, but I'm not even looking anymore. It's nuts. I'm telling you what, it's crazy. Like, no matter what you tell them, I mean, they've heard everything. they've heard the whole massage therapist line. I can't say that anymore. I can't tell them I'm in a band because I'm not in a band. No, I'm just saying, no, it's, I've asked, like,
have you tried the podcast approach?
Oh, I'm on a podcast?
Yeah.
No, that doesn't work. That doesn't work either. No, but like I've talked to like a few girls that are single too, and they say they stay away from those dating sites because the guy will like, oh, hi, how you doing? My name's John. And then the next message is a dick pic.
Yeah.
Like not even like, oh, where are you from? Where'd you go? What do you do for a living? Blah, 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 blah. So, yeah, I got away from it. I'm not even, it's just, they're all, can I just say this for the record? Most of them are crazy. No, it's a scary deal, dude. I'm not even, if I was in my 20s, yeah, but not in my 40s. I think I'm just gonna stay by myself. I really do.
Do you think this is why, no, never mind. I don't even know where I was going with that.
No, you have no input on this because you've been married for
I've been married
20.
too
You got
long.
married since you were like 14 years old.
Could you imagine dating now, John?
Oh, you just sounded like E.T. with the puke in his mouth. Can you repeat that?
Oh, I don't know what happened to John. He left us.
He didn't pay his bill.
You think he got shut off? John, come back to us.
Come on, buddy. It's okay.
It's okay. Come out from the pain.
I'll stop talking about the whole dating.
Oh, he's dead.
Is he dead?
Yeah, it's going to make the podcast. It's going to be a sad day tomorrow when we remember Bell Smith and play all the best of files. I'll start making a what do they call those? Montage of all of our time together with John.
Yeah.
I'll call him.
Then we'll go do a parade.
Yeah.
Did you see that with Joe Diffie? How awesome was that in his neighborhood?
There was a lot of vans in it. I thought it was all like pickup trucks and tractors and stuff. There was some of that stuff. It was pretty awesome though, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I noticed. I saw the vans too, but like the one lady said, like they're just neighbors. I mean, that was his neighborhood,
right?
Well,
I saw. So for those of you who don't know, Joe Diffie, country star, passed away from coronavirus, and what Sean's referencing is they had a big parade full of tractors and pickup trucks because that was kind of the theme of Joe's songs, Pickup Man and that kind of stuff. So they had a parade by his house, and it was hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of cars driving by blaring Joe Diffie music.
It was awesome, man. Well, what they did is the radio station played back to back when they timed. Then they were going to drive through. Yeah. So everybody had the same song playing at the same time.
John has muted himself. Welcome back, John.
Am I here?
Yeah.
Did you pay your bill?
I didn't touch a thing, man. My hands have been below the table the whole time.
Yeah.
Did you hear us talking about making a montage for you of all the best of clips from when you've been here?
I heard you talking shit. I thought for sure it was going to get much worse than that.
You somehow muted yourself, so.
I didn't touch anything.
Okay, well, something happened. You spit on the screen or something.
This is a no-touching zone. I don't touch anything anymore.
I was so excited, too, because I was ready to play and play your music bed for It's Uncle Johnny's nursery rhyme of the day, kids.
I don't have one.
I thought you said you had one.
No, I said I would have one today, and then I told you that I had to do something more important last night, which was drinking. So I don't have one today.
Jack and Joe went up the hill to help an old lady put water in her cart. The end.
Thank you very much.
Oh, John, that was so disappointing.
I will tomorrow. Today was trash day. It was a big day for me. I mean, I got to watch the trash truck, so
Man,
I will have one for you tomorrow.
That was so disappointing because yesterday was so good, and then you're like, you told us, you lied to us yesterday because you said you already had one. You said you already had Old Mother Hubbard, and you didn't want to.
I have
blow your.
I have an Old Mother Hubbard, but it is not perfected because I do not have the emphasis in the right place yet.
Old Mother Hubbard went to the cupboard to get hand sanitizer.
Hey, shut up! This is my.
This is my bit that I'm not doing.
Sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm done. I'm done.
Just because I didn't eat the candy bar doesn't mean you get to come along and pick it up and eat it, Doyle.
I will.
Still mine.
Is it Three Musketeers? I like Three Musketeers.
What were those the Zero candy bars? Is that what they were called? Zero?
Yeah, what were
they were like,
wasn't it like a granola bar with chocolate on it?
They were like white chocolate and nougat.
Nougat.
Wait a minute.
That's one of my favorite words.
Nougat. What was that called? I think it was Zero. Yeah, it was white. I know my candy bars because it was like that's something we're not talking about. We're not talking about candy bars. We always like to talk about metal and old cartoons from back when the 70s were a popular thing. We don't talk about candy bars.
Top
don't
three
take,
candy
don't
bars.
take this as like a fat joke, Josh, but any candy bar around you is regarded zero candy bar for me.
Don't take this as a fat joke was the best part of that joke.
Top 3 must-haves, Charles, go. Top 3 must-have candy bars.
It's weird because I enjoy a Mr. Good bar every now and then.
Okay, there's one.
I would eat a Snickers out of Sean's mouth, so I would have to put the Snickers in there. Yeah,
I'm into that.
And then I'd have to throw Payday in there too because I enjoy Paydays.
No,
Nice.
Paydays are
Mr.
horrible.
Good Bar, Snickers, Payday.
What do you mean they're horrible?
They are. They just are. They're like a healthy bar that wants to be a candy bar. It's
No,
just nasty. Yeah, it
they're
is.
full of caramel inside.
No, they're nasty.
Well, tell
Bell
me.
Smith. Yeah, top 3.
The chocolate Charleston Chew. The big
Oh
bad
my
one.
God, my grandparents love that stuff. You're gonna talk about my healthy peanut bar? Friggin' call my Payday.
It's my list.
Something
Hey,
nice,
shut
and
up.
you're like, I like a good Charleston Chew every now and then.
There's no judging on the list. Thank you.
Would you let me?
Move
You
on.
let me know when I can continue with my
Go on.
list.
Continue.
All right.
So a Charleston Chew.
Yeah, Charleston Chew, and there was I think once a year, Three Musketeers comes out with one that has mint in it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like, that's
good
really
one.
good.
You know, you
That's a
can't
good one.
substitute that for actually brushing your teeth, right?
Wait, do you want a rabbit hole here for a second that's going to make you laugh?
Yeah.
So last night I had a crab cake for dinner because my meals are inspired by
Whatever
SpongeBob.
was on Rachel Ray that morning.
Right. So I had a crab cake, and then I had 1, 2, or 3, or 4 of the Tri-City Brewing Hills Half Mile beers.
Yeah.
And so I went to sleep. We're going to say sleep without me brushing my teeth. Well, I keep the house turned down to try and save money on the heat. So, the house is somewhat chilly at night, and I get a cold nose when I sleep sometimes. So I pull the blankets up over my nose, right?
Yeah. Okay.
In the middle of the night, I must have just like exhaled or something. The stench that I like Dutch ovened myself with my breath
Oh,
with it
yeah.
under my nose. I got up and brushed my teeth at 3:30 in the morning. It was so nasty. But anyway, can we go back to my candy bar list since this is so
please,
tasty?
please
Yep.
don't let me stop you.
All right, so what did I do already? I did the Charleston Chew, right?
You do enjoy a good Charleston Chew every now and then.
I do. I am a Mr. Good Bar guy.
Yeah, but we only asked for 3, so that's 3. But if you want to
That's
keep
good.
going on the top,
How's that? Oh yeah, okay.
12
Well, do
of you.
red vines count?
No, that's not a candy bar. That's a
Is it?
licorice.
It's just a candy, right? It's a real licorice. Yeah.
No, did you know that the flavor of licorice actually is the black licorice, and there's no need to say black licorice, that you should actually say red licorice.
Really?
Yeah, red licorice is different. Like when people think about licorice, they think like, I like that word too, licorice. They think about the red stuff, but in reality, the flavor is actually the black stuff.
I've always said red. I just want to make sure that I'm being.
You don't say
socially
black
correct when I say
licorice?
it. No,
No, you can't say that anymore.
Don't say that.
no. I'm pretty sure you can't.
You can't say it.
And that it's like saying hot water heater. You don't have a hot water heater. You have a water heater. It's like saying black licorice. That's dumb. Anyways.
Well,
Anyways.
how about? Go ahead. I don't want to go that way. All right. What do you got, Sean? For
You can go that way. We've only 29 minutes into this, so if you want to go that way, go that way. Go ahead.
My number 1's Carmelo.
Uh-huh. Oh, I do
number
like a good
2.
Carmelo. That was a good one.
My number 2 is a Hershey. And my number 3 is a Three Musketeers. That's my 3.
See, my
Yes,
issue
sir.
with like the Hershey or the Mr. Good Bar is I almost want the fun size because they're thicker. I feel like I'm being
Yep.
ripped off. Like, where's the rest of the candy bar?
there's
I can go
Right,
through a
right.
Hershey bar.
Right?
I always feel like there's more peanuts in the Mr. Good Bar than the little ones.
Oh, peanuts. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, or whatever. I mean, if that's what they're putting in there, that's another conversation. Is remember, like, because you had basically just implied that there was penis in my Mr. Good Bar, but if remember when they talked about IKEA meatballs being horse and being a lot of horse in there, if you found out that something that you loved, right, like you loved it, it was one of your favorite things, was actually something different, right? So you find out that really